Hi students, in this lesson we are going to learn about the slope of a line. Let us try to understand the definition of the slope. The slope is nothing but the ratio of the rise to the run. So what exactly is the rise and run? Let's try to understand. We assume a straight line whose slope we have to figure out. So we can assume any 2 points that lie in the line. So to reach upper point from the lower point we have two paths. One is the vertical path and the other is the horizontal path. So let's say there is a girl and she starts rising like this. So she traveled 7 units in this direction, in the vertical direction. Similarly, when she starts running, means she goes in the horizontal direction, she moves by 5 units. It means she has run by 5 units. So that's how we can consider the slope of a line, that is rise over run, and it will be given as 7 over 5. There is a symbol to represent the slope of a line, that is m. A small m is the symbol that we often use to represent the slope of a line. This is a simple example of finding the slope where you can observe the rise and run. But let's say you are given a different situation where you are given two ordered pairs. We can still get its slope using a formula. So to figure out the slope of the line whose 2 points are given, we can use this formula y2 negative y1 over x2 negative x1. Using this formula, we can figure out the slope of any line. Let us try to figure it out in this example. Let us assume that there is a straight line and the 2 points that lie in the line are given to us. So we can plot it here. This is my first point and this is where we can plot the second point. So the first point we can assume to be negative 2 comma 1 and the second point we can assume 3 comma 5. You know the ordered pairs are always in the form of x and y. Just because we've got 2 points right now, so we may use suffixes like x1 y1 and x2 y2. You are free to use either of the point to be x1 y1 and other as x2 y2. Okay, so we can assume the first point to be x1 y1 and this point we can assume to be x2 comma y2. Okay, so slope of the line is given by m equals y2 negative y1 over x2 negative x1. We can now substitute the values. Y2 is 5, y1 is 1, x2 is given as 3, and the x1 is negative 2. We will have to take care of this negative sign because there is already a negative sign in front of that. Well, here we get 4, and at the bottom we've got 3 plus 2. That gives you 4 over 5. So the value for the slope in this case is 4 over 5. So this option is correct. Okay, while going to upward or downward direction, the sign also matters. In this particular example, that girl went in the upward direction, so we kept that 7 to be positive. Similarly, when she moves in the right direction, it's still positive. But if in certain case someone goes in the downward direction, so the value is considered to be negative. Similarly, when someone moves in the left direction, we can consider that to be again negative. We'll be learning more about different signs of the slope in the next section. Let's recall the formula of the slope for this section. So slope is represented by the symbol m and the formula is y2 negative y1 over x2 negative x1. We can also reverse their order. We may write it as y1 negative y2 over x1 negative x2. That's still applicable. There is no problem in that. So it's fine for this section. Let's meet in the next video.